forgot Real Housewives.
I watch them all.
There is nothing on TV that's an accurate representation of anybody, so why should a black woman be any different?
Shows such as Scandal, Empire, Getting Away with Murder, etc. If you have in the past or currently watch any of these shows, do you consider any of these characters mentioned as accurate representation of a black woman or the black issues that affect women within society?
You forgot Real Housewives.
I watch them all.
There is nothing on TV that's an accurate representation of anybody, so why should a black woman be any different? I mean, at least they have the lead role. There's no way a criminal lawyer is getting away with that stuff. Because I'm a criminal lawyer. I just watch it going, yeah, she's gonna kill somebody else, yes! She got the lead role, she's killing people, she's sleeping with people, yes.
To follow what was just said, what Linda just said, I agree with that. I think it's a good thing to see the women in the shows that you mentioned being people of power in the decision-making roles and the center.
And we see that, you know, in Scandal and a lot of other movies and shows, and it just, I think, perpetuates a lot of those, that idea that black bodies, especially black female bodies, are created for the pleasure of oftentimes white dominant males. So that does, I do have that conflict. And I do like to see more black women in roles of authority, in, you know, playing roles where they can be respected for more than their physical appearance, more than their hair, their bodies, their clothes. So that's what I'm rooting for. So once again, we still have a long way to go.
So I agree with what you said about with like in Scandal and stuff with black women being, I can turn around? Yeah. With black women being sort of like hypersexualized and like kind of given off for like the pleasure of white men and stuff, and like I've noticed Shonda Rhimes has a bit of a white man thing going for her, but I think that shows like with, say, Viola Davis in How to Get Away with Murder, she has like different layers to her, I think, and that show is a good example of how we as black women are people. Like, we have more than just one thing about us. We are normal people and we have different things going for us, and to contrast that with shows like Empire, so Cookie Lyon is like I think she's very stereotypical, and you know, like I feel like Empire is more of a show for like white people. I'm like, oh yeah, those are how the blacks act and stuff, whatever. But I think that shows like How to Get Away with Murder have like a better representation of black women.
Hello. I kind of disagree with that. Personally, as a black girl watching Viola Davis in that role, it doesn't empower me at all. I think that they depict her to be as strong in front of people and weak behind doors. And there was an episode that they tried to make the audience feel sorry for her by bringing in her mother. She had to take care of her, and they talked about the story where she was raped. And it's like, I feel like that always happens too. It's just depicted so much that it's like, again, another black girl that got raped. Like, it happens. It's not a good thing, and it doesn't make the image of us any better. That's just my piece.
What kind of role would be empowering to you?
To me, a role that would be empowering, I'm not sure like if you would see this, but in the beginning of Scandal, I found Olivia Pope's role to be empowering, but then it was kind of just like she didn't really know what to do with herself, and you can see her breaking down. But I do enjoy seeing women in positions of power. Her being a lawyer and her fixing people's problems, I related to that because I want to be a social worker and I enjoy helping people fix problems. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, you know, she's doing things in a sense.
I agree with the Viola Davis, the character. I don't like the character. What I like is that these black women actors are getting work in the industry, because we're not supposed to watch TV to decide our image, because it's just not there. It's never going to be. Even for white programs, you don't look at basically white programs and say, oh, I want to be like that person. You look at it for, my favorite show is The Walking Dead. I don't want to be like, I want to swing that knife, but I mean, that certainly is no depiction of black women to be walking around killing dead zombies, but it's entertainment. And those black actors and actresses are getting the jobs. That's the important part with respect to that. It's not about, because I don't, why is she going boo-hooing every time the scene is over? She's in the back boo-hooing, and then she goes into court and she's all on top of everything. That's too big of a swing for anybody's personality, but it's entertainment. It's a character. Shonda Rhimes was interviewed. She said she just creates characters. She's not trying to be, you know, a role model with her characters. She's a role model in the fact that she has these shows and they are all on the top, and she's a black female single mother. That's the person who is supposed to give you something to aim for, not her characters, because I mean, who wants to be that?
Well said.